We want to start tonight, though, with that shootout in a Riverview neighborhood. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay at 5. I'm Josh Sidorowicz.
And I'm Carolina Lead in for Courtney tonight. This
all went down on Magnolia Park Boulevard here near Canopy Oak Lane in Riverview. Law enforcement with several agencies, they were trying to serve an arrest warrant, they said, on a gang member who has been wanted for murder for years. 10 Tampa Bay's Malik Rankin, she's been on top of this all afternoon. She joins us live now with some of the dramatic details here, Malik.
Josh, law enforcement officers tell us this all unfolded here just on the other side of this residential gate. The U.S. Marshals Task Force tells us they were conducting a tactical traffic stop to block in Don Robert Astor in. Then it wasn't long after a shootout began. 39-year-old Don Robert Astor is now dead. Investigators say his stepson, identified as Angel Torres Vallejo, attempted to flee law enforcement with Astor in the car.
He was wanted for first-degree murder that was issued in 2009 out of the state of New York. He was also under federal indictment for failure of a sex offender to register. The sad part is he was also a well-known Latin King gang member.
The U.S. Marshals Task Force learned Astor was in this area. Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister tells us they set up surveillance, then tried to detain Astor peacefully.
What is a tactical traffic stop? That's when we box in an individual to make sure that there's no pursuit.
According to investigators, after Torres Vallejo rammed his car into law enforcement vehicles, Astor opened fire.
The Polk County Sheriff's deputy returns fire. The two Tampa police officers who placed themselves willfully in this dangerous position, they discharged their firearms as well.
Astor died on the scene. Torres Vallejo was arrested and faces felony charges. Now the Florida Department of Law Enforcement will take over this investigation.
There's no more threat to the public. We've now transitioned into the use of force investigation. This specifically is a use of force for the Marshals Task Force.
Sheriff Chad Chronister tells us no law enforcement officers were injured here today. Neither was the driver or the backseat passenger in the vehicle where this shootout took place. Live in Riverview, Malik Rankin, 10 Tampa Bay.
Okay, Malik, thank you. The sheriff tells us that Astor was wanted as the primary suspect in a murder out of New York. Law enforcement has been trying to arrest him now since 2009.